Have you ever been in a place where you were productive for a little while, you were really loving it, you were on a roll, and you were getting a lot of things done, but then somewhere along the way you seem to fall into this unexplainable rut where your desire and motivation to do things just went downhill and evaporated, and then you found yourself on social media watching more movies, avoiding the dishes and avoiding your work and things of that nature. That would be a rut, and those are not good places to be. But with a little motivation and the right tools in your box, you can get out of them pretty easily. So without further ado, here are 4 ways to get out of a rut that you'll want to make sure you have. Number 1, just do something. Sometimes all it takes to snap out of a daze is just to actually get up and do something. And I know you're probably thinking, yeah, dude, thanks. But it's true. Productivity breeds and feeds more productivity. It doesn't have to be something big, but it needs to be something. It could be as simple as the dishes. Joey Schweitzer, the creator of the Better Ideas channel, talks about this principle in his video about getting out of a rut. In that video, he mentions the triangle of action, inspiration, and what's the third thing? And motivation. Memory's great today. Most people look for the inspiration that will magically motivate them to just take action with seemingly no effort at all. And he argues that this is a very futile way to expect to be productive. Most people view this inspiration, motivation, and action thing to be a lateral sequence, when in fact it's really a circle. And you can jump in at any point in the circle. So jumping in on the inspiration side is nice, but that's not reality most of the time. So if you can jump in on the action point and just do something, it will often lead to an inspiration and a motivation to continue to stay productive. So for instance, as I mentioned earlier, you could just do the dishes. This is one thing I often do to snap myself back into productivity mode. It's easy, it's mindless, but it gets me doing something, and I often find myself wanting to do more after that, such as my schoolwork or something I'm working on, such as this video. Once you're making progress, it is very important to recognize progress properly. That is tip number 2. This might sound a little redundant, as progress is just progress, right? Well, yes and no. What I'm referring to is don't beat yourself over the head if you don't accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. Doing this will likely drain all motivation you did have and send you straight back to square one. The idea here is to see small increments of progress along the way as little wins. For example, when I sit down to clear my inbox, if there are 9 tasks that I need to get done that day, such as homework for this class or a project for another thing or practicing my instrument for the day, I can often tell myself that if I don't accomplish all of them, I basically failed the entire day. That's not true. If I get 7 of the 9 things done, I've still accomplished 7 things, and that's good. Recognize that that's a good thing, and don't beat yourself over the head, because that will drain all your motivation and probably send you back down a spiral of unproductiveness all over again because you're upset with yourself for no good reason. This can be tricky for goal-oriented people, but it definitely is something that will help you stay in the right frame of mind. Kind of building on top of this one is number 3, pacing yourself. When you're trying to get out of a rut, it's tempting to take that first action and then feel inspired to just go and literally conquer the entire world. At least for me. I have to remind myself that I'm not going to accomplish the whole semester's worth of schoolwork in one night just because I did the dishes. If I do, I'm just going to be disappointed, and I'm going to burn out and need to start all over again. However, if you get a few things done one evening, step back, reevaluate, and then plan for the next day, you'll probably have a much higher rate of success when it comes to getting things done than you would if you just expected so much and failed to follow through. See what I'm saying? The goal here is sustainability in being productive and staying out of a rut. So pacing yourself is a great strategy that will enable you to keep on moving and not relapse over and over again. Number 4, and last but not least, this is something I have found to be incredibly helpful when it comes to getting out of a rut. Surrounding yourself with the right people can make all the difference in the world in helping you stay productive. One thing that coronavirus quarantine did to me was it sent me out of my productivity right away. And that might seem strange because I had all the time in the world to get everything done, right? Well, when I was literally isolated to FaceTiming with people for the span of weeks, I became just, I don't even really know how to describe it, but it was a big rut, a really big one. And I had no motivation to get anything done because I saw no one. However, when I started seeing people again, my energy came back. And this will apply to introverts as well, not just extroverts. People need to see others, and we are inherently social creatures. This means that we need to get out and see other people, and then when you surround yourself with the people that are going to push you to be productive, and surround yourself with people that you know you want to emulate, what ends up happening is you end up becoming like them, and you gain this desire to keep your life on track and stay out of a rut. I believe Thomas Frank refers to this as a Jedi council of people that will keep you in the rolling for productivity on a more consistent basis. I'll link to Joey Schweitzer and Thomas Frank's videos down in the description, by the way. So that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel down there. It really helps me out. Stay tuned for more. Hopefully more will be coming here in the near future. Bye.